Hi, it's Gina with your Note of the Week. This week's note is about one of my favorite reports called the Inventory History Report. I use this report a lot because it helps me determine which documents have affected quantity and cost on an item master. I'm going to start in Inventory Items, and I'm just going to call up an item. So I might be looking at this item master and wonder how the quantity on hand became 9 and how the cost became $169, because I'm in my store and I notice there are 12 units on the floor, but Counterpoint only thinks I have 9. Now, before we go any further, keep in mind, quantity on hand, quantity available is a global figure. In other words, if you're multi-store, this 9 represents all stores combined. So I'm going to zoom in on the item to see how many are at each store. And in this example, all 9 are at my main. Next, I'm going to run my favorite report, the Inventory History Report, which is under Inventory and Reports and Inventory History Report. Now, when I run this report, I like to change the order by to transaction date and type. That way, I get a nice chronological order of the documents that affected the item. And I also enable detail so I can see each and every document that affected quantity and cost. Next, I'm going to go to the Inventory History tab, and I'm going to filter for the item. And I'm also going to filter for the particular location, which is my main. Next, I'll click on Preview. And in the preview, under this Type column, I can see each and every document that affected the item. Under the Quantity column, I can see the upward and downward adjustments. Any positive value is an upward adjustment, and a negative value is a downward adjustment. And so if I add and subtract 5 plus 5 plus 5 minus 6, I get 9. Now remember, I have 12 physical units on the floor, so I suspect that merchandise physically arrived into the store, but somebody forgot to do a receiving in Counterpoint. And when it comes to the cost, I can see it was received at $159, $159, and $159, but somewhere along the line, somebody did a purchasing adjustment and changed the cost to $169. Mystery solved. That's your Note of the Week. Thanks for joining me, and I'll talk with you again next week. Thanks for joining me for this session of Note of the Week. Hope to see you again soon. We would love to hear from you. If you would like to submit a question for Note of the Week, email training@cksystem.com. And on the subject line, type Note of the Week. If you would like to schedule training time or request a free training catalog, call me at 888-476-7911, extension 3. Talk to you next week. Bye.